What's up, family? Man, we're going in, and this won't be a long video at all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Man, don't accept them back. Do not accept them back. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Man, they regret what they did to you. You know, and it's true because as I was walking through the park tonight, man, God was just putting this on my heart real heavy. Man, they regret what they did. But they don't regret it while we think that we do. You know what I mean? Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And what God had to show me is Elijah, they're pissed. Like your kids will say, they're big mad. You know what I mean? They big mad at you right now. You know what I mean? And they regret what they did to you. They don't regret what they did to you because they're really sorry and they're apologetic. They regret what they did to you because they thought, man, it was going to fuck you up. They meant what they did to you. They meant to destroy you. They meant to dog you the fuck out. They meant to run your ass through the fucking ringer. And matter of fact, they didn't just mean that shit. Man, they celebrated what they did to you. They called other people and told them what they did to you. And they laughed and joked about it prematurely because they thought it was going to fuck you up. They thought it was going to destroy your ass. And God heard what they said. God heard what they did and saw what they did. And God had to whisper in their ear, you thought it was going to fuck them up. You meant it for bad. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with what they did. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Just because you did what you did, you didn't have to do them that way. You didn't have to dog them out like that. You didn't have to run them through the ringer like that. You put a little extra something on that shit. I'm going to tell you what. This is what God showed me that he was telling them. Because you went extra like that, because you put a little something extra on that shit, God told me to tell y'all, man, God's going to put a little something extra on that blessing. Because they dogged you the fuck out like that, God's going to bless you. He's not going to just bless you. He's going to put a little extra on that blessing. And see, that's what's fucking them up. That's what's pissing them off. That's what got them so fucking confused and twisted right now. Because they thought it was going to dog you the fuck out. They thought it was going to mess you up. They didn't understand that what they was doing was going to be your greatest comeback. They didn't understand what they was doing to you was setting you up for the greatest comeback they'd ever seen. If they knew what they did was going to make you blow up like this, if they knew what they did was gonna make you glow up like this, if they knew what they did was gonna make you so happy and shine the way you do, they would have never did what they did. They would have never dogged you out like that. They would have never tried to crush you like that. They did it because they thought it was gonna fuck you up. They didn't understand that God was going to take their negativity. God was going to take their vibration and their stupid shit and turn around and bless you. They didn't really believe that you were chosen one. They didn't really believe that God had his hand on your life. Oh, they believe the shit now. Oh, trust and believe. They believe that you're a chosen one now. They know you're a chosen one now. Because they know what they did would have destroyed the average person. They know what they would have did would have just fucked up the regular person. And only by the grace of God, only because God is with you, that you're shining the way you are. You're not just, you living better now than you was when you was with them. You got more joy, more peace, more happiness now than you do when you was with them. Your glow is greater now than it was when it was with them, when you were with them. And so they know that it's God's got you. They know that, man, God's about to do some major shit in your life. And that's why they regret what they did. That's why they're sorry for what they did. Not because they thought they were wrong. Because they see what they did and how God is using it. What they meant for evil, what they meant to destroy you, God is using it to bless you. God is using it to lift you up. God is using it, man, to put a smile on your face. God is using it to elevate you. And for those of us chosen ones, man, that we put in the work, man, we got more money now than we did when we was with them. And it's fucking them up. Because their mentality is like that. I should have just kept his ass. Damn, I should have just stayed with him. Damn, I should have just stayed with her. Man, what can I do to get back in the picture? How can I get back in the picture? What can I do? What can I say to come back in their good graces so I can get some of what they got? Because I know God's about to bless them. I know God is elevating them. And I want some of that. And so, man, as they start coming back to you, man, God said that they don't mean what they're saying. You know what I mean? They ain't really apologetic. They ain't really sorry. The only reason why they're sorry is because they're not attached to your blessings. They're not attached to your happiness. They're not attached to your joy and your peace and your come up. And so they're going to do what they got to do to try to get back in with you. So they could come up too. So they could twist it and say, oh, you only shining now because of them. You only get blessed now because of them. You only living the way you living because of them. See, it's fucking them up that you living the way you living without them. They can't have that shit because you living better than they are. And that goes against everything that they told everybody. Everybody looking at it like, hold on, wait a minute. You said da-da-da-da, you said da-da-da-da-da-da. But I'm looking at them and I'm watching they shit. And man, they look real happy as fuck. Man, they blowing up. Man, they glowing up. They got a motherfucking shine that won't fucking quit. So don't believe the hype when they come back apologizing. Don't believe the hype when they come back trying to get in with you. It's not because of you. It's because the blessings they see on your life. It's because they know God's elevating you. And here's the trick. What's really got them pissed is because they know that they fucked up royally. See, they didn't mind fucking up if it meant that you would be destroyed by it. But because you're not destroyed by it and you glowing up and blowing up and elevating, now the consequences for those actions, they know they got to pay the price for it. And so their way of trying to get out of paying the prices, if I get back in good pictures with them, if I get back in good graces with them, if Elijah forgives me, if so-and-so forgives me and they let me back in, and as God is blessing them, man, I get blessed too. As God is elevating them, I get elevated too. See, they're trying to get around that karma. They're trying to get around having to pay the price for what they did. And although you forgive them, because you don't put in that work to forgive them, understand the game. Understand the tactics of the enemy. They don't love you. They don't give a damn about you. This is another tool that they're using trying to manipulate you. They're trying to control you so that they don't have to pay the price. See, they look real stupid right about now because everybody see you blowing up. Everybody see you glowing up. Everybody see that shine. Everybody see you making that money. Everybody see you taking vacations and just doing what you do. You living your best life without them. They can't have that shit. They can't handle that shit. It's fucking them up. So they're trying to come up with any means necessary to get back inside. Don't fall for the okie doke. They don't care about you. They tried to destroy you. And God took what they meant for evil, what they meant for your destruction, your failure. God turned it and flipped it like a true alchemist and blessed you with it. Elevated you with it. Forgive them. Love them. But love them from a distance. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.